let's transition to, like, let's say you have a boss that's pretty that doesn't give you like all the information. You know, they're the boss that's like, here's the project. Okay, you just go ahead and do it. You know, do whatever you want. You know, like the boss that doesn't like give you too much information. But then, like, if you get it wrong, they're all over you. I think we've all had bosses like that, right? Where the expectations are super high, but then the resources, you know, and the help isn't very high.
Yeah.
Yes. So what would you do if you had a boss like that?
I would say based on experience, just working with different clients, design wise. Yeah, I had one client that would just say, "Oh, just design something," and that's it. So
helpful.
So that was basically it. And, you know, I would ask questions as much as possible beforehand and just try to get an idea of what their ultimate goal is for whatever design that I'm trying to create. And so sending in drafts every now and then would always help, just so I know what they like and dislike when it comes to first draft, second draft, third draft of whatever design I create. It's basically tailoring to what they want, but in this case, this person doesn't know what they want. You just have to go freely. So from there, I would just continue to ask more questions. And
just to add to that, I think those are very great points. And, you know, it just lets you know, like, what are the crucial areas of communication. Communication is asking the right questions. And one thing I've learned about dealing with bosses like that is knowing their preferred method of communication. So I would just ask the boss, like, hey, you gave me this, okay? I just want to clarify. So with this, I just want to clarify this with you because I want to know if this is the right objective, because I want to do a good job. So I would ask them, hey, what if I need to talk to you? Like, would you prefer text? Would you prefer email? Would you prefer a phone call? Because some bosses that I've had, no phone calls after 7 p.m. because that's their time with their kids. And some bosses are like, yep, if it's important, call me. If not, email. So some people are very, what's the word? They're very particular about, you know, the way of communication. Some bosses that I've had, you know, they're very open. So I took the opportunity to be like, hey, can you, I'm going to do this. Can you like walk through it with me? Because this is how I'm going to do it. So I want to see, I want to make sure we're on the same page before I actually do some real work. So this is how I'm going to do it. And from there, they can just guide me to the right path. And then, like what you said, just clarify, hey, is this the objective? Is this the goal? Or I might need some more resources. Can you help me out with that? So almost being honest and truthful in the beginning of like, hey, I might need some more resources because so and so and so. So in a way, you kind of have to do a little research and know a little bit yourself. But if you're honest and truthful and tell, hey, I need some help, or like I'm stuck on this, instead of being like, I want to impress the boss, do it without communicating with your boss at all. It's a guaranteed way to fail at the project.
Yeah.
So
I think just tying it back to being collaborative, and it's a collaborative, communicative experience that you go through with your boss or anybody you talk to, because there's going to be two sides, and both sides will have to come together and kind of compromise and make sure that things follow through as both of you guys wanted to.
Now let's flip it. Did you ever have a boss that was just amazing at communicating and got things done? You have an example in mind?
I would say my current boss is because I work in the communication business. Over communicating is a key thing, especially now that we're working from home. But whether I'm working at home or in the office, communicating as much as you can with details and everything that you need is super key in order to get things done. And my boss has really taken the initiative into making sure that we're completing our projects on time, and also just communicating on a personal level as well, just making sure that we're all okay and our workload is great as well. And I guess when it comes to different assignments, making sure that they're giving us some time to really focus on what the primary objective of that assignment is. And yeah, so what I really admire about her leadership is that she makes the communication flow just work well. And if I have any questions, she's there to answer them, whether it's through email, call, text, anything, it is available. Her door is open as well, not right now as I'm working from home, but the communication barrier is, it's easy to get that one-on-one conversation with her, which I'm very thankful for, especially with a large company like that. And yeah, as a boss, you have to handle more, whether it's like small businesses with 20 people or less, or 100 employees. Yeah, being the boss is very challenging, especially when it comes to communicating with everybody.
Well, make sure you tell her to watch this episode.
Yeah, I will communicate that to her.
There you go.